So welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about being vulnerable and seeking and accepting help and assistance when you need it, especially when you're in a helping role or a professional role that involves helping other people. This is something I've discussed in my network and circle time and time again. It's something that many professionals don't necessarily discuss or talk about when it comes to their practices because it puts them in a vulnerable state where they feel or think that other people might look at them as if they're not qualified to help because they need help sometimes. And I think that couldn't be farther from the truth. I think we're all human beings and we all sometimes need assistance. We all sometimes feel overwhelmed. We all sometimes experience things that seeking assistance or help with would severely help us, and not only us, but help those we help as well. Because when you're in a helper role, you take on a lot from everybody that you're helping. So, I mean, that could be if you're, a social worker, a coach, a consultant, a healer, an elder, anybody that predominantly, they help other people on a full-time basis in their job, or even on a part-time basis in their job, or as a passionate endeavor, right? So we take on a lot of other people's problems and we help them solve those problems, and sometimes leaving very little time to look at our own problems, and pretending that we have none is not going to help us or help anybody else. So I really wanted to talk about that and connecting to ourselves as healers and as helpers and as assistants to other people, and recognizing when we need help as well. Mental health is extremely important. Spiritual health is extremely important. And when we don't look after that part in ourselves, we struggle. And that's when we end up not reaching our goals and expectations for ourselves or our commitments, staying disciplined. It becomes a really discouraging path when you're always giving and not getting replenished. So what could potentially happen if you don't take care of yourself is your level of, subconscious patience runs out, and you are forced. Your body, spirit, and mind, they know when you need help. They know when you need assistance. Now, you consciously on the outside are trying to keep it all together, helping everybody else. But on the inside, there's something that's telling you something's not right. There's something that keeps pushing you to feel a certain type of way. And it comes out no matter what, right? No matter what, it comes out in your body, your mind, your spirit. It lets you know that. So it could be you start experiencing bouts of anxiety, panic attacks. You could start feeling very like that doomy feeling in your brain where something's wrong, but you can't put your finger on it. You don't know what it is. There's nothing that specifically has happened. But it's coming out and you're experiencing as if something is happening now with the anxiety, with the panic, with the fear, with just feeling this really weird off, like doomy feeling, right? Like something bad's going to happen. Those are things that, symptoms that you need to take care of yourself. You need to reach out if you have to see where you could find some level of assistance to ground yourself again. Because you can't keep doing for others over and over and over and over and over again, not addressing your core and what's happening there and expect things to, be okay every single day. You have to take that time and effort necessary to help yourself and to allow others to help you. That's another thing, is that many times people who are in these helping roles, they're afraid to ask for help from somebody else that is in a helping role to help them, because they feel like they shouldn't need it. Where I think that people that are in helping roles probably need it more than anybody else, because you spend so much time and energy formulating all of these plans or strategies for other people. And when at the end of the day, that's really emotionally draining sometimes, depending on, what it is that you're listening to or hearing. It could be very mentally challenging, and it could be very spiritually challenging as well. So every single time you're being depleted more and more and more. So you need more replenishment than the quote unquote average person that is not in a helping role or in a helping position. And I feel like that should be the norm for all of us, to know that because we're in helper roles, then we probably need more support, more assistance, more guidance to help us replenish ourselves and to help us be better and do better, not only for other people, but for ourselves. We deserve it as well. And there should be no shame in that. There should be no stigma in that. There should be no reason to feel less than because you need help and assistance. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs that assistance. Everybody needs that guidance. Everybody could benefit from that support. And to have so many people in helper roles that are out here just wanting to do it all alone because they want to pretend that everything's okay, and then they end up crashing and burning in the long run. And they don't want to talk about it to anybody because they feel that they would be looked at as less than, when I think it's the complete opposite. Like, this is somebody who spent most of their life helping other people, and they need replenishment. They need that same support given back to them. We all do. So that's something that I think is very important to talk about, being vulnerable. I myself seek guidance when I need it, seek assistance when I need it, seek spiritual support when I need it. I seek remedies when I need them. It's something that I know I have to be mindful of. And when my body, my mind, my spirit are telling me something's wrong and you have to pay attention, then I do. I have to stop and I have to pay attention. I have to honor and recognize that there's a reason why I'm feeling this way. And many times it's because I haven't been paying attention and I haven't been taking the time to replenish myself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically to, be the best I can be, to reach my highest and fullest potential. I've been helping other people to do that, but I haven't been doing it for myself. So that those times is when I always seek assistance, guidance, whether it's from a spiritual elder, whether it's from a mental health professional, whether it's from emotional guidance from, a friend or coach, whether it's, business consulting or life consulting. So I always know that at any given moment, I should always have this level of support around me. And when I don't, or when I feel like I have to go and do it by myself, that's when I have a lot on my shoulders and I feel really overwhelmed, and I feel like almost like that suffocating feeling that when you feel like you're drowning because you have so much on your plate and on your back and you feel so alone. That naturally, that's going to cause stress. It's going to cause anxiety. It's going to feel panicky. You're going to feel like there's always something that is not right. But when you have and you establish a support system, and you seek for assistance and you ask for guidance, and you make that a part of your daily, normal, everyday reality, that this is just very natural to do for you to be replenished as well. It doesn't feel as heavy. You don't feel as alone. You don't feel alone. You feel supported. You are able to get answers to your obstacles faster. And you learn so much. And from that, from learning from who helps you, you can help the people you're helping even more than you could if you hadn't done that. So I highly, highly encourage you to be vulnerable, seek guidance, seek support, ask for assistance, whatever it is that you need to help yourself to be the best you can be, and also to help those who you're helping in your journey. Without that, eventually you will crash and you will burn, and nobody wants that. So I really highly encourage you to do that, and just to keep being the best you can be.